Hey guys, it's Sean here from SeanSean.co. I also have artwork on eBay. Today I wanted to review this book. So it's Monet, or The Triumph of Impressionism. A little bit heady. He was kind of the father of Impressionism, but there's obviously a lot more Impressionists like Van Gogh, etc. I don't even remember myself. Anyway, the book's really good, very thorough. Starts from his childhood all the way to his first wife, how she died, and he actually was inspired to paint her on her deathbed, which is a little grim, but it's nice you have that for posterity, I guess. Later, it kind of goes through as he evolves through, his painting. He was rejected several times through Academy painting, and he really struggled to be accepted officially. And then eventually, after 20 or 30 years, they kind of changed their mind, and the public was won over, and they wanted to be officially accepted. Then, of course, he's like, "Screw you guys! I don't want to deal with the Academy or these guys, the Salon. They had given them a shaft early on, so why should he bother with them?" So that's a really interesting point. Another thing to make about the book, which is interesting, is he really struggles with, with his painting. So a lot of painters, they go through, as you're beginning painting, you're going to struggle with your painting. You're like, oh, does this look right? The colors look right. Rework it. Throw it out. Monet went all through that, and he would always be reworking paintings. Sometimes he would destroy paintings that didn't work out, which in his youth kind of made sense. But then near the end, you're like, dude, this is the only paintings you have left of you. But so he's a little bold, destroying some of the paintings that would have been, great to have in posterity. But who knows, maybe they're really bad. And it covers all his life all the way up to his death, so it's a little bit at the end. You're like, oh my God, they're doing the whole funeral procession. But yeah, it's a really solid book, gives you a really solid impression. I think one of the flaws of the book is they reference some kind of catalog numbering, and it has nothing to do with the page numbers, and at least a third of the images they reference, they say catalog 1152, and then you never find it, and it's like, what the fuck? Excuse my French, that's actually English, but this is a really bad way to number it. They can have that all in the back in the biography, but they really should have just done images, talked about the images that were actually in the book, I think, or reference them, but don't say that they're actually there. So you can use an iPad. That's a great way to, follow along in the book. Use an iPad, look up some of his book, some of the scenes they're going to cover maybe one image, and then you can look it up online. There'll be literally like 15, 16 images, because he'd like to do a series where this idea of a series of painting actually started with the Impressionists, which is really interesting, especially Monet painting different times of the day. This really gave what was unique about Impressionism, that you would see the impression of each time of the day. So in essence, everyone that tells you to paint a series, it really comes from the Impressionists. Before this, no one painted a series. They do historical painting, big one-off paintings. They might take weeks to work on, and then they would go on to a whole different theme, or maybe a different theme within the church. So there might be a series within a church, but it'll all be different scenes, nothing repetitive. So this idea, and so that's basically it for Monet. I recommend the book, so if you'd like it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe below. I can give you more artist tips. I also review other books, and I do painting demonstrations. So hope to see you around. Thanks, guys.